after obviously kind of a tough loss and kind of the way it ended, how do you guys just kind of get your minds right and get focused ahead of the Western Michigan game?
Honestly, like moving forward from the Toledo game into the Western Michigan game. Honestly, it's just a small mistakes that we had to fix, and then basically we just got to take practice day by day and just accomplish what we got to do.
Obviously, beginning of the season, a lot of kind of just back and forth play, a good win and then a bad loss, kind of back and forth. But how much do you guys feel that you've kind of overcome that, and now even with a tough loss to Toledo, that you guys have been really consistent over this last 5 weeks?
Well, honestly, being consistent was honestly our main key this year. We wanted to stay with a winning streak, and honestly, developing us was the main thing as well. I just feel like after this game, we just got to get back. We just got to get back on track and everything like that. And I feel like from there on, we're just gonna lock in and do what we got to do. That's basically it.
This team has, I mean, obviously has forced a lot of turnovers, but the sack total has just skyrocketed the last few weeks. I think 15 in the last 4 games, up to 28 for the season. What's Has there been a difference that you've seen over these last 4 or 5 weeks that's really enabled you guys to not only get to the quarterback but to record sacks as well?
Honestly, we're just getting comfortable with all the competition that's coming in, the competition that we played with, and then basically we're just taking game planning to the next level, and we're just basically just training every day and doing what we got to do. Yeah.
To be able to do this and keep getting the sack total without obviously players like from last year like Carl Brooks and even obviously Demetrius Hardeman who had a lot of sacks last year. What does it say about the depth on this team and the ability of this defense to continue making an impact in that way?
Well, honestly, for me, like coming in as well, Carl Brooks was like a vet right now. He was a guy that I actually looked up to. The whole D line actually looked up to him and stuff, and Demetrius Hardman as well. Those guys like helped develop me, Cassius, all the D lineman group and stuff like that. And like those guys brought a huge impact last year and brought an impact this year as well. And then it's just going to continue forward from there. And then we're just following their footsteps, kind of.
Is there anything you learned from Carl Brooks or maybe one of the biggest takeaways from seeing him play? Is there anything that he kind of taught you that's helped you out?
Honestly, he taught me a lot of stuff. Main thing that he taught me is just be disciplined. Just be disciplined, focus on your job, and then do what you got to do. And that's, yeah.
How much does being able to force turnovers the way that you guys do, and getting sacks as well? How much does that kind of complement each other? I mean, does one really benefit the other and vice versa?
Of course, that just sets the example for our defense. And that basically bumps us up and basically helps us, encourage us actually to like keep going, keep doing what we got to do. And honestly, it just builds up our excitement and builds up our, what's it called, momentum and all that stuff.
When the season is as physical as it is, I know Coach was saying like nobody's 100%. What kind of a grind does it put on you guys mentally to just come in here day in and day out and get to the end of November?
Honestly, the guys here are some of the guys here were born to do this. Some of the guys here have been doing this since at a young age and stuff like that. It's just like you just gotta have that mindset to come here and work and work and work and work based off injury. If you got bumps or bruises, it doesn't really matter. You just gotta come here and do what you gotta do. You signed up for this, so we just gotta finish our job. That's it. It's basically a job, and we're here to win. We're here to do what we gotta do.
I know everybody's putting the work in the weight room, especially in the off season. Is this the time of year where you start to see all that pay off?
Oh yeah, of course. And like we've been seeing that since mid-season, and honestly, the beginning of the season, it's just we're just developing every day, honestly. And it's just like again, as I said, practice is a huge thing. We gotta take practice seriously, and we just gotta go day by day.
How much of a motivating factor, especially for this Western Michigan game, to be able to clinch a winning season for the first time for this program since 2015? How much is that kind of a motivating factor entering the Western Michigan game?
Honestly, it's just momentum. We're just building momentum from there on, and then it's just been a huge honor. Obviously, being a part of this program and us winning and stuff has been great, and has helped our team basically want to accomplish more in the long run and want to keep accomplishing more and stuff like that. And that's just going to keep pushing us forward.